We always say, get your hands dirty at the Green and Gold. They might come here as a customer, and the next thing you know, they're volunteering because they just see what a vibrant community it is. And it really, we teach other. We have this thing about you see one, you do one, and then you teach one. And that's sort of our philosophy here. Okay, my name is Margaret Milner, and my association with the garden is that I'm on the advisory committee, and my role there is as the sort of communications and marketing facilitator, for if you want a title. But I was a registered nurse for many years, and in the latter part of my career, I ended up teaching at MacEwan University in the Faculty of Nursing. I worked there for about 15 years at the end of my career, and I'm retired now. And I've been volunteering at this garden. I think this is my 14th or 15th year at the garden. I was always really connected to gardening and plant life and soil life and things like that. So my parents were gardeners. So I always had, I wouldn't say that I paid as much attention to gardening as I should have when I was younger with my parents, but it was in the genes. From when I was really young, just being able to go out into the garden and get spinach or lettuce out of the garden and just eat this amazing food, and knowing that you can take this tiny little seed and grow it into something. That's really inspired me, but also I would say my grandchildren really inspire me because I really want to promote a world that they have to live in. You know, I really believe in Indigenous ways of knowing and how we always have to think 7 generations forward, 7 generations back. So doing what we can to preserve the environment and the planet for future generations, that's a huge part of what we do here. I participate through Sustainable Foods Edmonton with the community gardens. And so I'm quite connected to the other community gardens in the city. Just such an important part, getting your hands in the soil, like the mental, emotional health that you get from just being out here on the land and having a connection to the land and growing food for a very, very humanitarian purpose. I think that many of the volunteers we have here are very, very committed to Tubahumurize, which is our reason for being. We call ourselves a local garden with a global impact. We are a very open community. Everybody is welcome here, and you can volunteer anytime, as much or as little as you want. There is no obligation when you volunteer here to put in a certain number of hours. If you can make it, great. If you can't, that's completely okay. I think most people really like volunteering here because there's no pressure. You know, there's no commitment that you have to make to say, well, I'm going to be here at this time. But we do have a very strong, small group, mighty group of volunteers that are here consistently all the time, all season. We also have a lot of really interesting cultural practices from gardening out here. People have brought things like shark fin melon. I'd never heard of that before, and we grow that here now. And so one of our volunteers brought the seeds. So we learn about different food and how you can prepare it.